Hi, Assalamualaikum. Okay, today we're going to do the pneumatic circuit. For this motion diagram, we have 3 cylinders, and the first step is to label. Okay, at time 1 we have B plus, C plus. Okay, time 2 we have nothing here, and then 3 we have A plus, and then 4th we have A minus, and then 5th we have C minus, and this one, the last one, we have B minus. So we need to do the sequence. So how to write the sequence? Start from time 1. So B plus and C plus occur at the same time. So we need to write it as B plus and C plus, okay? Upper and lower. And then time 2, there's nothing here. And then we have A plus, and then A minus, C minus, and B minus. All right. So now we're going to do the grouping, logic function, and logic statement. So remember, for grouping, we only allowed to have one alphabet per group. So B, C, A, one group, and then A, C, B, one group. So name the line here as E1, E2, this is as group 1, this is as group 2, and then we need to have the ST, the start button, and we're going to do the logic function. So ST going to E1, okay, E1 going to B plus C plus, and then the location is going to be B0 C1, and then going to A plus, the location going to be A1, okay, A1 going down to E2, E2 going to A minus, so the location going to be A0, and then going to C minus, the location going to be C0, and then we're going to B minus, and the location going to be B0, okay. So then going back to ST. So now we're going to do the logic function. We start with the A plus. So A plus going backward is B1 C1 group 1, and then A minus is E2, so we have to replace E2 with G2, and then B plus going backward we have E1, so we're going to replace by G1, and for so B minus it's C0 G2, and then we go into C plus, C plus, now it's C plus, C plus is E1, so it's going to be same as B1 here, so E1 we replace with G1, okay, so B plus and C plus we have the same equation here, and then we have C minus, going backward is A0 G2, and now we're starting the E, so E going backward ST, B0, and group 2, okay, and E1, E2 now, E2 going backward, we have A1, group G1. So we have the logic function here, okay, logic function, logic statement, and we're going to do the command signal. Command signal, we're going to have here A plus A minus, B plus B minus, C plus C minus. So we will look at time, we look at the A plus first. A plus start at 3 and then finish at 4. 3, 4, and then we put the line, dotted line, and then A minus is the complement, so it's going to be here and over here, okay. And then for B plus, it start at 1, going to 2, up to 6, so start at 1 until 6, okay, and then complement of B minus, it's here until here. And then C plus, we start at 1, okay, until 6, until 5, so 1 until 5, okay, and then the complement for C minus, it's here until here, okay. Now we're going to do the control signal. So for this time, we're going to use the location, okay, A1, A0, B1, B0, C1, C0. So this is start button, okay, A0, A1, A0, B1, B1, B0, C1, C0. So start button always like this, okay, and we start with A0. How to do it? You circle first, okay, we have the touch happen at 4, so 1 here, and then none, so complete the line. Then for A0 we have here 1, 2, 3, so there's 1, 2, 3, and then 5 to 7, and we just complete this line. And then for B1, it touch at 2 until 6, so 2 until 6, and then that's all, so we complete the line here. And B0 touch at this end, and this at 1.1, and also at this last one, so you have 1 here and the end here, then you complete the whole line. And for C1, you touch at 2 to 5, and then you complete the line. And for C0, you touch at 1 and 6. So 1 a bit at 1 here and 6 here. Okay. Oh, sorry. We have 6 until here. Okay. Here. Okay, I forgot another circle here. Okay, it should be one more circle here. Right. So it should be dragged until 6 to 7. All right, sorry about that. And then let's draw. So we have the logic statement, we have the motion diagram, and then we know that we're going to have 3 cylinders, 3 DCVs, and name the area. Okay, and then the location A0 A1, B0 B1, C0 C1, and we look at the motion diagram. Okay, when we want to start, and also this cascade. Okay, so they only have E1 E2, so we're going to choose this cascade template. And then let's start. Okay, so this is 2 types, so we know that we're only going to use E1 and E2, so we're going to use this template. All right, and now we're going to start. Okay, start by looking at the location. Okay, we have the logic statement. And then look at the motion diagram. For cylinder A, we start at A0. For cylinder B, we start at B0. And cylinder C, we start at C0. Okay. Now we know that for the touch limit switch, we're going to use for A1, B0, A0, B0, and C0. Okay. And the other limit switch is the opposite. So A1, B1, C1. So let's start. So for cylinder A, we're going to do the right side because it starts at A0. So the power source and the exhaust. For cylinder B, we're going to use the right side also because it starts at B0. So we have the power source and the exhaust. And also for cylinder C, we're going to start at the right side also because it starts at C0. So we have the power source and we have the exhaust. Alright, we're going to start our A plus. So A plus is B1 C1. So choose the limit switch. So B1 C1 is the normal limit switch. So we have 2 here. B1 and C1. So we need to connect in a parallel way. So label first as B1 and C1. And we're going to use the right side because it is the normal limit switch. Okay, use the right side. Okay, link it to the A plus side. And we're going to go to G1. So from B1, it will meet C1 together going to G1. Okay, next A minus. A minus direct to G2. Okay. Find G2, direct to G2. Okay, don't forget the loop. And then for B plus, going direct to G1. Okay. And B minus is going to be C0. So C0 is the touch limit switch. So we're going to use this one, label it as C0. Okay, we're going to use the left side. Okay, connect left side. And going to G2. Okay, loop G2. And we're going to do the C minus. C minus is C plus. C plus is G1, direct to G1. Okay. And then the C minus, we're going to have A0. So A0 is the touch limit switch. So we're going to use the left side. Yeah. So the left side going to G2. Okay. Don't forget the loop. Right, now we're going to start with the E. So E going to have start button, ST and B0. So choose the start button. Okay, this one I take the B knot, okay, and start button. All right, and then we're going to link it. So remember, start button always use the right side, and B knot we're going to use the left side because it's a touch limit switch. And go from B knot we're going to G2. Okay, G2. And now we're going to do the E2, the last one. A1, okay, that's the limit switch that we're going to use. Label it A1. And then since it's the normal limit switch, so we're going to do the right side. Okay, and it's going to G1. Okay, don't forget the loop. Now we're going to check. Okay, check for the first one, A plus is B1, C1. Okay, so it's going to G1. Okay, that's correct. And then we check for the A minus going direct to G2. Okay, let's change the color. And B plus going to G1. Okay, B minus we have C naught G2. So okay, that's correct, C naught and G2. Okay, and then for C plus we're going to G1. Okay, direct to G1. And for C minus we have A naught G2, so A naught G2. Okay, and then the E1 we have ST. Oh, I forgot to label ST. Okay, need to label ST. And then going to B naught and G2. And for E2, okay, I forgot to label the A1. Okay, so A1 we're going to G1. Okay. Oh yeah, you need to label all your limit switch, yeah? And then we check. So we're going to A1, G2. Okay, don't forget the loops. Done. Okay, so we have complete and we have verified that our connection is correct. Okay. So if you have any question, okay, you can ask me later. Thanks.